Hi, this is Steve with Bridge Builder Marriage Ministry, here with some helpful hints for guys out there. Today we're going to talk about the number one need for women. The number one need for women is security. Tricky thing about security is it comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes. There are four primary needs of security for women. First is physical security. If you've ever gone downtown to a ball game or to a fancy restaurant or a dinner, she wants to be hanging on your arm, feeling safe and sound, knowing that nobody is going to mess with her. Me, I'm not the biggest guy in town. I can't bench press the most. I can't even bench press my own weight. But here's what my wife knows about me. If anything came up, I would give my last breath to protect her. She knows that I would, if nothing else, slow down the guy long enough for her to get away. And she doesn't have to worry about another guy messing with her, another guy, saying anything inappropriate. I'm going to step in and I'm going to put an end to it, even if it means I have to take a punch in the face. It's going to happen. She's not going to be messed with, and she knows that. So she has her physical security needs met. Second sense of security is emotional security. And guys, women attach emotions to everything. So if there's no emotional security, everything is going to be up in the air. So you want to make sure that her life is filled with emotional security, that she can share her feelings, she can share her ideas, she can share what's in her heart, and she doesn't have to worry about being made fun of, being belittled, being blown off. Take the time, turn off the TV. You don't even need to turn it off. You can pause it if you have to. Turn, look at her, and let her know that she is the focus and that what she's sharing is important to you. That's going to give her emotional security. You don't call her stupid. You don't act like her idea is ridiculous. You don't make faces. You don't roll your eyes. These are all things that take away from her sense of security. She can come to you with something. You may not agree with it. You may not think it's a great idea. You let her know that you heard her and you share, this is why, I'm not 100% behind it. You can do that in a way that is loving and supportive and doesn't chop away at the foundation of her emotional security. Okay, third thing, and this is a big one, is financial security. And this doesn't mean you got to come rolling in with a big wad of Benjamins. It's not about having a giant pile of money. Her financial security comes from knowing that you are doing your very best to make sure all of the needs of the family are being met. Funny story about this is I am a sports nut. I was in a fantasy football league before 90% of the world knew what it was. And at one point in this league, 7 of the 8 players were out-earned by their wives, and some of them significantly. So it's not about how big a paycheck you're getting. It's about knowing that whatever goes on, you're going to do anything that's necessary to take care of business. The second branch of financial security comes with, what do you do with what you have? You can have a pile of money, but if you're stupid about it, that pile of money ain't going to last. You don't come home with a brand new Harley because it looked great in the showroom when there's groceries and cell phone bills to pay. That does not create financial security. What that creates is holding your breath, walking on eggshells. What we have today, is it going to be here tomorrow? And nobody wants to live like that. I mean, if you're living check to check on a tight budget and she knows that you're not going out and buying rounds of beers for the guys, that you're not throwing money around, then she's going to know that everything in your power is being done to take care of the family. And that's the secret. It's everything in your power all the time. That's going to give her the financial security that she needs. And you know what? Even if you hit a rough patch, if she sees you busting it, she knows that that rough patch isn't going to stay forever, and that she's not going to freak out, and it's not going to become a constant source of conflict for you, because she sees you doing everything you can to protect her and your family. Fourth area of security comes from the spiritual aspect. She wants to know that you are connected to God. She wants to know that you are going to be able to lead your family spiritually. This doesn't mean you have to be a Bible scholar. It doesn't mean that you have to quote scriptures before you go to work and quote scriptures when you come home. What it means is you have to be working on your relationship with God so that you can provide the covering that your family needs. Most women don't want to drag their husbands to church, so don't make them drag you. Get up, go, come home, watch the game when you get home. Here's the deal, guys. Most of us have DVRs anyway, and you can watch the game. You don't have to miss your NASCAR race, which I generally don't. Go Denny, number 11 FedEx car, for those of you who know. I make sure that I get my sports viewing, and I also make sure that my family is in church. And that is giving spiritual security to my wife. She doesn't want to have to be the only person in the family that talks to God, prays for our kids, and seeks, the higher things for our family. That is something that we can do, and we should step up, be the leader, be the first one to hit our knees when things get tough, and the first one to say, God is bigger than our circumstance when things aren't going our way. She wants to hear that from you. That says, I've got this, hon. I've got it. I'm working on our behalf in the spiritual realm, just like I'm working on our behalf in the financial realm. I'm protecting you emotionally and physically. That is the number one need of women. For more in-depth coverage on this, we do have a book called Brick by Brick, Building a Solid Foundation for Your Marriage, that covers that in a lot more detail. You can find that at Barnes & Noble or at Amazon.com, both those online outlets. We also have them available at our website at Bridge Builder Marriage Ministry, actually bridgebuildermm.org. You can get those there. Also, we would love to hear from you. If you guys are struggling in your marriage or your relationship, it's probably because a primary need isn't being met. We would love to help you work that out, help you get good at providing security for your woman. We are certified life coaches and would love for you to get a hold of us so we can work with you. That's contact@bridgebuildermm.org. All right, that is security, the number one need of a woman. If you get the number one need, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be easy. The second one we're going to cover next time is about intimacy and affection. We look forward to seeing you then. Until then, have a great day and work on building that great relationship. Thanks.